Around the outside, Spectacular Gold back to second last, and Nick's Magic had dropped out to be last. Mastic the leader, about 4.50 to go. A neck in front of Assembly Line, the rail. St Plato wide out, getting to third, followed by our Slick Prince, Kilgulgan, and they're followed by Phoenix Strike, Chester, and then Spectacular Gold. It's Mastic over Assembly Line before the turn, and they've raced 3 lengths in front of Kilgulgan and St Plato. Mastic about a neck in front, turning from Assembly Line. Kilgulgan running on, and Spectacular Gold the outside. Mastic the leader, drew a length on Assembly Line. Kilgulgan and Spectacular Gold are flying. In particular, Spectacular Gold. Mastic just in front. Oh, Spectacular Gold lunged, and there's little in it. Spectacular Gold, Mastic have hit it wide apart and close for third. We've got Kilgulgan there in company with Phoenix Strike, who ran on well. Just behind these was Assembly Line, Gothic Titans and Plato. And well back in the race was our Slick Prince. Nick's Magic, one of the last, and Chester is next to last after weakening. And 5 has got it, Spectacular Gold. Number 5, Spectacular Gold, has got there on the outside to beat Mastic. And third was also pretty close. We wait the third number, but number 5 has got it, Spectacular Gold, Craig Williams. Spectacular Gold storming home. Mastic looked the winner, but in fact he'd broken clear of the pack. Spectacular Gold really charging in the last bit of the race, out wide on the course, and he's got there just in the nick of time. Number 9 has run third. Kilgulgan ridden by Darren Gauci, so numbers on the third.
Zanetta, an $18 chance, while Faith is at $10 and Talk the Talk 36. Terry Bailey likes number 1, Haywire, to beat number 3, Bell, and number 2, Come Up and See Me. And he doesn't even say sometime. So here it is, the Terang, the Dixie steeplechase over the metric version of the 2 miles with his call. Here's Adam Crittenden.
Gates and Grey Sovereign will complete the line. Ricky Maund brings up Grey Sovereign, and they'll be ready to go. 3,200 metres, 17 fences to get over. They're ready. And away they go in the steeple. Daring Enterprise a little slow out with Rami Sun. Silky Sun from near the inside is holding sway in front as they leave the straight on the first round from Tick Over. Cabaret Magic not far away with Matching Tiger. Deeper out on the course is the Grey Sovereign with Divine Legend, then Daring Enterprise, and back at the rear is Rami Sun. Here's the first, over it they go. Tick Over lands about a length in front. Silky Sun is second, Matching Tiger third, then Cabaret Magic with Grey Sovereign, 2 further back to Divine Legend. Rami Sun is next to last, and Daring Enterprise will settle down about 8 lengths off the lead at the rear. There's 4 of them along the back section of the steeple course, and the leader here is Tick Over, led by just on a length. In second spot is Silky Sun as they draw over the first. Third, Matching Tiger, followed by Divine Legend with Grey Sovereign. 2 further back in the race then to Cabaret Magic. Over on the inside is Rami Sun, and back at the tail end of the field is Daring Enterprise as they get over the third one. And Tick Over lands about 3/4 clear from Silky Sun second. 3 back third is Matching Tiger. Up on the outside, Divine Legend jumped it pretty well, where Matching Tiger went straight through it. Then Grey Sovereign, followed by Cabaret Magic with Rami Sun, and 2 back last is Daring Enterprise, and they're starting to string out a little bit now as they head towards the 2,200 metre point, and the leader is Tick Over by 3/4 of a length on Silky Sun. About 3 back third is Divine Legend. Grey Sovereign is pushing through in the centre now, followed by Matching Tiger. Next in the race is Rami Sun, with them is Cabaret Magic, and last of all is Daring Enterprise. So the field of 8 are about to front up for 4 in the steeple straight here, and the leader is Tick Over. Only narrowly as Silky Sun strides up solidly on his outside. About 2 or 3 further back to Grey Sovereign, with Divine Legend. Deeper out on the course is Rami Sun. Back near the tail end is Cabaret Magic with Daring Enterprise as they come over the next one, and Silky Sun now has the clear lead. Silky Sun about 2 clear. Here's the second in the lane. Silky Sun may have increased his margin here. He's further in front now of Tick Over. Up on the outside is Rami Sun, then Matching Tiger with Grey Sovereign, Divine Legend next, followed by Daring Enterprise, and back at the tail is Cabaret Magic. Silky Sun had a good look at that one. He landed about 4 clear, almost selling out. There was Cabaret Magic as they leave the straight once again, and it's Silky Sun about 4 or 5 clear here. From in second spot, Rami Sun, third spot, Tick Over, then Matching Tiger with Grey Sovereign. Daring Enterprise is next, followed by Divine Legend, and last of all is Cabaret Magic. Over the next one they go, and Silky Sun landed clear. He's still 2 in front here from Rami Sun second. Third is Grey Sovereign with Tick Over. Next Matching Tiger, followed by Daring Enterprise. About 5 further back, Divine Legend and Cabaret Magic, both of them struggling to stay in touch now as they quicken just marginally. And with about 1,300 to go, the leader is Silky Sun. His margin's been whittled back now as they front the 4 in the back straight. Oh, Silky Sun almost gave in at that one. He's been joined quickly now by Rami Sun the outside. A length to Grey Sovereign. Tick Over going through. Out deeper is Daring Enterprise. Matching Tigers next, only about 2 or 3 off the lead now. And then Divine Legend, and last of all is Cabaret Magic as they're about to turn off the back. And going to the lead now only slenderly is Rami Sun from Silky Sun. About 2 back. Third is Tick Over, then Grey Sovereign, who's hard ridden now from Daring Enterprise. Next Matching Tiger, who's only plodding from Cabaret Magic. And last of all Divine Legend, but Rami Sun took the front. Rami Sun raced about 3 clear now from Grey Sovereign. Silky Sun may have run his race. I think he's back to third. Then Daring Enterprise followed by Tick Over, but Rami Sun's the one to catch. Over the next one, Rami Sun about 3 clear from Grey Sovereign. One going down there was Divine Legend, but they're about to come onto the course proper. One to get over. It's Rami Sun about 2 or 3 on Grey Sovereign. Silky Sun still holding down third, followed by Daring Enterprise and Tick Over. 350 out. And the leader, Rami Sun, about 2 clear from Grey Sovereign. They're all struggling to pick up the leader. Third is Silky Sun, then Daring Enterprise. Here's the last. Rami Sun measures it. Hopped over at about 2 in front of Grey Sovereign. Going down at the last was Tick Over, but at the 200, Rami Sun still 2 in front. He's drifting off the track, but he's holding a good margin on Grey Sovereign, Silky Sun, and then Daring Enterprise, and Rami Sun's going to be pushed right out, but he's drawing away. Daring Enterprise moving into second, but Rami Sun wins the steeple about 3 lengths. Second, Daring Enterprise. Grey Sovereign, I think, just held on for third in front of Cabaret Magic and Silky Sun back on the fence. A long break to Matching Tiger. Tick Over.
Been a success story. Adam Kent rode that winner, number 6, Rama Sun. $7 the win, $2.20 the place. Number 3, Daring Enterprise, $1.90. Number 1, Grey Sovereign, $1.70. 6, 3 and 1 past the post at Terang. They are getting set at Warwick Farm for the third. Haywire, $3.40. Here's Terry Bailey.
Haywire's the best back runner, and Bells had good support at $4.40. They're the top 2. The Blue Blood filly here is Rose of Tralee. She cost $500,000 at the yearling sales. An interesting runner. Haywire the favourite, $3.40. $4.40 for Bell and Elaine's Magic. Elaine's Magic very short the tote. 1,400 metres for the running of the third race. The gates open, Zanetta out wide, Come Up and See Me and Talk the Talk away pretty well. Bell showing speed the centre. Anchor on the fences going very quickly over Elaine's Magic. They were followed by Aphrodite, and then came Faith, Rose of Tralee. Getting back in the field, Cleo Bell, and Haywire showing no speed. She's a length off last. Come Up and See Me at the 1,100 metres mark went to the front. Talk the Talk out wide, and in the centre going very quickly is Zanetta. A length away, Bell in the cerise colours. Elaine's Magic with the blue cap on, moving up on the outside of Ancra. Aphrodite wide on the track from Faith. Cleo Bell third last inside of Rose of Tralee, and last of all is Haywire. And she's running up onto the heels of the ones in front, but only 5 lengths away from the leader. Down the side, 600 out, and Come Up and See Me just in front of Zanetta. Talk the Talk's been wide the trip. Elaine's Magic the centre. Anchor on the fence starting to make ground. Bell just lost its posse from Aphrodite. Rose of Tralee wide. Then came Faith, Cleo Bell and Haywire with a mammoth job to do. On the bend, 400 metres out at Elaine's Magic in a lightning move. Moved up to Come and See Me. And now as they straightened up, Elaine's Magic went to the front from Come Up and See Me. Then came Zanetta. Bell running on pretty well from Ancra. And further back to Faith and Aphrodite. Elaine's Magic out in the centre of the track. She's well clear now from Ancra. Running on pretty well as Zanetta. Then came Bell. Haywire getting home when it's all too late. But it's Elaine's Magic in front and careering away. She's going to be too good. Elaine's Magic wins 2.5 lengths on the line to Zanetta. Haywire no luck third. Then Bell, Ancra, Faith, Rose of Tralee. Well back in the field to Come Up and See Me. They were followed by Cleo Bell, and the last 2 were Aphrodite and also Talk the Talk. Luck going her way. Elaine's Magic, number 4, Jimmy Cassidy. Nice ride for Paul Perry at $4.40 and $1.70. Number 10 is stuck to the task well. That is Zanetta. at $4.50, and Haywire will, no fault of Chris Munce's. He had nowhere to go on Haywire. And
at the moment, turning out of the straight, Brew and he's inside, and Our Imposing holding the rail, and Regal's Glory last of all. Royal Time ran them past the 1600, leading a little over a length here. New Shanghai is second, a length and a half, Mr. Performer. They're followed by Nullarbor Knights getting a good run fourth on the inside. The pace generous, about 3 lengths back as Creme de Celery, followed by Our Imposing. Half a length away to Brew, a length and a half to Long Shadow on the outside of Regal's Glory. That's the order at the turn at the 1200 metres, and Royal Time is the leader. 3/4 on New Shanghai. Over on the inside in third placing is Mr. Performer. 3 lengths to Nullarbor Knights, at least 3 lengths Creme de Celery. Next Brew, the outside of Our Imposing. 2 lengths to Regal's Glory, and a neck to Long Shadow on the outside. 1,000 to go, and Royal Time led them down the back. 1 length in front. New Shanghai is second on the rails. Third, Mr. Performer. 2 lengths away, Nullarbor Knights. About 3 Creme de Celery. Our Imposing. Brew the outside. 1.5 to Regal's Glory, and Long Shadow is last of all at the turn at the 800. Royal Time brings the field down the side. A length in front, running second, New Shanghai. A length away, Nullarbor Knights moving up outside, Mr. Performer. Now Brew starting his run at the 600 metres in fifth placing, unwinding from Creme de Celery, followed by Our Imposing. Regal's Glory and Long Shadow is still last. Royal Time led from New Shanghai second. In third placing, Mr. Performer. Nullarbor Knights under hard pressure, and now Brew is starting to respond round the outside. Royal Time still led round the bend. Royal Time by a length and a half to Brew, getting to second on the outside from Mr. Performer. Then New Shanghai, Nullarbor Knights, and Our Imposing starting around the outside. Royal Time still has it. Leads from Brew and Mr. Performer. Royal Time the leader. Mr. Performer and Brew can't reach Royal Time, and Royal Time all the way. Royal Time by a length, Mr. Performer. Third, Brew a neck away. A good break in the field of New Shanghai, Our Imposing, Creme de Celery, Long Shadow, Nullarbor Knights second last, and Regal's Glory last of all. He's flying, Royal Time, and he's made the progression from wet track victories at the provincials to a firm track victory in town in a Class 6. Number 2, Royal Time, the winner. Second goes to 6, New Performer, and third, number 11, Brew.
Across and lead from Take the Rancho, Casabon, then New Sea, followed by King Kerry, Loco Mine. Take the Rancho and Just a Wish will settle down last. 700 out. Fellowship joined on the fence by Casabon. A length back third, Take the Rancho. Then New Sea with Loco Mine. Next in the race up before the home turn is Wise Scholar, followed then by King Kerry, Miss Salika, and taken extremely deep is Just a Wish into the straight, and Take the Rancho is going out towards the outside fence as well, where Loco Mine joins Fellowship. Hard to line up here with Take the Rancho down the centre. Out deeper on the course is New Sea finishing on down to the 200. Fellowship still just in front, I think, from Loco Mine. Take the Rancho, New Sea, Just a Wish at the 150. Fellowship hands and heels lead. New Sea out deep has swept on them though. Out deep there in front. New Sea takes the lead from Take the Rancho, and New Sea draws away to win nearly 2 lengths on Take the Rancho. Third either Just a Wish or Fellowship. Then King Kerry, followed by Miss Salika, Loco Mine. Second last home was Wise Scholar, and back of the tail after showing pace was Casabon. It's like calling a straight race at Flemington there. They were in 2 divisions down the straight. 59.03 the time. 59.03 is the time for race number 5. It was like calling a 1,000-metre race at Flemington, because they broke up in 2 divisions as they came down the home straight, and whereas in the other races where they've had to go around the turns, those who stayed near the inside have dominated the race. Well, these out deep have got away with the prize. In fact, they've run first, second and third, with number 5, Just a Wish, getting up to run third on the outside in front of Fellowship. 125, 125, so the favourites missed a place. Fellowship beaten into 4th spot. There'll only be a lip in it for 3rd and 4th, only a nose between them, but the numbers are 125. New Sea.
New Sea, the winner there in race 5 at Terang. Now at Warwick Farm, where incidentally they have upgraded the track, or they did it earlier, from heavy to slow. For this race, Trader Den is $4.90. Then number 3, Preferred Date, has come in a bit to $11. Number 5, Chateau, $4.90. And number 8, Radical Lass, $4.90. And they are making a pretty good line. The rest are double figures. Extinct has stayed firm at $10. And before we go to Warwick Farm and Terry Bailey, there's the confirmation of the totes at Moonee Valley. That's 4 straight for Royal Time. It's won 4 races straight. Ridden by Nash Rawilla, beating Mr Performer and Brew. The Super Tab Quinella 105.70 and the Trifecta 930. Also the exotics there for New South Wales and Queensland, who has caught up. So they're filling the stalls now at Warwick Farm. This is the 4th event on the program. It's the Superfecta race on the New South Wales TAB. Here's Terry.
OK, Rodney, the best backed here on track is Trader Den, and that is the case on the total, though he's just a little short on the total at the moment at 4.30. Preferred Date, he's been a drifter on track at 10. Well, the last page you can see there, Prevailing Night 27, Extinct given a chance in the race. Radical Lass, number 8, she was around the $5.10, $1.90 mark, and Chateau, number 5, at $5.30 and $2. Both of those horses have been big drifters. Radical Lass has seemingly had her chance at her last couple of runs, but she's handily drawn and race fit. Now they're all set. Again, this race over 1,400 metres, a nice straight run, free admission day here at Warwick Farm, and quite a healthy crowd in attendance, enjoying the beautiful sunshine that the city of Sydney is enjoying at present. Now they're all set. Lothar has had specking at lengthy odds. Ready to jump. They're racing. Lothar out wide on the track. Dior Kingdom Preferred Date began very quickly and showing speed on the inside. Then as they settle into stride now is Radical Lass. She's starting to drive through on the inside. Radical Lass goes up on the fence and she leads the way on settling down. Moving up on the outside, just one excused there at the moment. Moving around the outside is Greet the Judge. They were followed just off the speed then by Ramesh, and going around the outside Dior Kingdom. Then came on the fence starting to push through Chateau of the Grey. Trader Den second outside the leader on settling down. Preferred Date and getting back Prevailing Night over Ramesh Go Mooka. Then came Extinct. A length further back is Lothar. Then came Sabotka in Grand Style. Racing up to the 600. Radical Lass in front of Trader Den. Then came out wide Greet the Judge. Dior Kingdom very deep on the track over, pushing up on the inside of those as they come to the bend. Solid Fuel. They were followed by Preferred Date. Well out of its ground. Extinct coming wide from Prevailing Night. And then Chateau of the Greys dropped out as the others were under pressure, headed by Go Mooka. Radical Lass in front of Trader Den. Trader Den shortly afterwards hit the lead. Greet the Judge out wide, and Dior Kingdom on the extreme outside, running on over Solid Fuel. Then Prevailing Night. Radical Lass still in front. Greet the Judge inch by inch, pegging it back. Extinct with the blue cap, getting home hard the fence. Extinct is after Greet the Judge. Radical Lass and Sabotka might beat them all. Sabotka flying down the outside. Greet the Judge kicked and he won the money, I feel. Greet the Judge from either Sabotka, Extinct, Prevailing Night on the fence, and Radical Lass, who died the last 50. They were followed by Dior Kingdom. Then came Preferred Date, Solid Fuel, Go Milker. Then Ramesh. Trader Den dropped out from Grand Style, Lothar, and last home Chateau. Photo finish. After the running of race number 4, Greet the Judge, I feel, may have just won this. Number 9, he put up a very good...
And ready to go, and Jogar was one of the first to bounce out. Eases back now, and Run Tico and Tiger by the tail were the first couple out. Brave Chief was away well. Richland went forward early, and as they settle down, here's the first turn coming up. Tiger by the tail on the inside, and Brave Chief are the first leaders into that. Interceptor on their outside, and they lead Run Tico, and Richland moving up out wider. Wonder Jogar about a length and a half behind them. Jimmy's Dream, Zaginski. 3 to Tycoon Magic on the outside of Karinya Habit at the 1,000 metres now. Running down the back of the course here, and it's Tiger by the tail over on the inside. It's being pressed by Interceptor on the outside, and they go out by 2.5 to Brave Chief, who dropped in third. About 3 lengths away to Richland. On the rails is Run Tico, and then Jogar, who's between horses. Zaginski on his outside. A length and a half to Jimmy's Dream. Tycoon Magic a long way back, and Karinya Habit last coming down the side of the course. Interceptor and Tiger by the tail of the leaders, with Brave Chief hooked off their heels now, and he's gone up quickly. Richland a length away, 4th under pressure. Jogar getting into the picture. Run Tico gone, and Tycoon Magic's picked up the bit, starting to run on. Brave Chief inside the 400, drew a length now on Tiger by the tail. Richland the outside. Jogar is there as well. Interceptor's had enough. Tycoon Magic with a run. Brave Chief for home. Led for Jason Patton by 2 lengths. He's pulled the stick. Jogar gets to second from Tiger by the tail. Richland, Tycoon Magic. Brave Chief well clear. Holds Jogar with about 100 to go. It's Brave Chief over 2 in front of Jogar, and Brave Chief goes on to win well. Brave Chief first. Beats Jogar by 2 lengths. Tiger by the tail held on well for third. Tycoon Magic fourth. Gap behind them, Richland and Zaginski, followed by Jimmy's Dream, Run Tico, Carinya Habit, and Interceptor dropped out to last. Number 4, Brave Chief, ridden by Jason Patton. It's won very, very comfortably over Jogar and Tiger by the tail. Numbers of 4, 1 and 8. Fourth home was Tycoon Magic and fifth in was Richland. Time there 1:33.34. 1 and 8 are official on race number 5.
We'd like, but anyway, let's see if we can find one at Terang, because the runners are behind the barrier about to go in. Bugsy Malone, it started to shorten up now, $4.10. Bugsy Malone in race 6. Never Blush, $4.40. Rancho Loud, $9.40. Gun Law, $5.10. And they are filling the stalls pretty rapidly now for the 6th at Terang. It's followed by race 5 at Warwick Farm. 4 minutes to bet there. High Office, $3.30. Sound Off, 14. Down to number 5, Franz, $5. And the rest are double figures. Tempting stayed solid at 10. Final Exit, 13. And Prenuptial, $5.40. Set to go at Terang. Here's Adam.
They look to stand okay. Racing. And broken a pretty good line. Never Blush, one of the first to show out with Looks Likely. Sam Monique, Timely Escape is going through. Rancho Lad, Bugsy Malone, all in that leading group. Widest out is Easy Rider. Then Gunlaw, who's trapped deep and being restrained. Followed then by the Landmark, Musical Witch, Abercrombie to Zombie, Daytona Bay. And last of all is Ocean Raider. About to turn off the back. Easy Rider goes up to join Bugsy Malone. A length and a half to Never Blush with Rancho Lad. 2 lengths then to Timely Escape with Gunlaw 3 deep around Sam Monique. 2 lengths further away then to Looks Likely with Daytona Bay, Abercrombie to Zombie, then the Landmark. Second last is Musical Witch, and last of all is Ocean Raider at the 700. Easy Rider's well off the fence here. He's about 3 clear though. In second spot, Bugsy Malone, then Rancho Lad. Gunlaw out deeper from Never Blush. Next in the race before the turn is Timely Escape, with them Sam Monique, Abercrombie to Zombie. Daytona Bay is next, and the rest are headed by Looks Likely. Easy Rider in front. Gunlaw is coming out extremely wide with Rancho Lad. Never Blush staying closer to the centre of the track, down to the 250. And it's Easy Rider a couple in front. Never Blush is starting to close though. With them is Gunlaw, and so too finishing strongly Daytona Bay. Easy Rider's getting the staggers. Daytona Bay's the one looming up on the outside. Daytona Bay quickly put paid to Easy Rider, clear of Never Blush, and Daytona Bay draws away to win a length and a half on Easy Rider. Third Never Blush, then Rancho Lad, Ocean Raider, Sam Monique, Gunlaw. With them was the Landmark, followed in by Bugsy Malone, Musical Witch, Looks Likely, Abercrombie to Zombie. Last in was Timely Escape.
Yeah, the outside's the place. Number 13, Easy Rider, $12.90. Nice trifecta coming up.
Racing. High Office near the inside seemed to dawdle out. In fact, he got his head up in the air at the start. Out deep, tempting away very smartly with Sound Off and Delightful Mish hammering up on the fence to make a line of 3 over Final Exit. They were followed next into stride by Prenuptial. Then High Office, I Will getting back from Magical. Well out of its ground on settling down. Then is Devil's Den, Franz, and last of all Q. 600 metres to go. Tempting, working hard. 3 wide. Going through in the centre, Sound Off. Final Exit makes ground from Delightful Miss. Prenuptial in the blue and white cap wide. They were followed further back by High Office. Oh, he was checked again before the bend, and Magical heads the others around the corner, tempting well away from the rail. Straightens up in front. Final Exit's coming after that. Then came Sound Off further back in the field, running on. Magical down the outside, and High Office now near the inside, running home powerfully. Tempting in front. High Office and Final Exit the outside after Tempting. Tempting in front. Final Exit's just about got it. Final Exit coming at Tempting. Tempting won't be denied. Kicks and wins the money. Tempting has won from Final Exit and High Office third. Then came Prenuptial and Sound Off. Not far away, Magical, Devil's Den, Franz. Then Kew Gardens, I Will and Delightful Miss. Last time, late scratching at the gates of number 10, Madam Pomp.
At Ballarat, Midlander Boy, Cabaret Magic, Untamed Spirit. A Super Tab Quinella of $52.30. Not bad for the greyhounds.
All set, there's the all clear. And away they go. Little slow out Puppers Party. Burrow Hill Lad clearly the first into stride. Leads from Flying the Flag. Benchmark. There goes Fluid Motion. Chadston's up in that leading group as well. Then Siniso Dancer, Puppers Party. Second last early Panorama Flyer and King Court is back at the tail. As they settle fully, it's Burrow Hill Lad about a half length on Flying the Flag. Third is Benchmark on the inside of Fluid Motion, who settles in the box seat. Chadston just out a little bit deep around him. Followed further back in the race there by Puppers Party, who's over on the inside of Siniso Dancer. 2 lengths Panorama Flyer and King Court last, but would only be about 6 or 7 off the lead now at the 800 metre mark, where Burrow Hill Lad leads by 3/4 on Flying the Flag. Benchmark sticking pretty close to the rail third, then Fluid Motion, Chadston next, followed by Siniso Dancer, Panorama Flyer, Puppers Party, and last of all before the turn is King Court. In front, Burrow Hill Lad is scouting deep. He's allowed to run through here for Benchmark. Fluid Motion staying closer to the fence as well. Then followed by Flying the Flag. Out wide comes Chadston, tracked by Siniso Dancer. They're all scouting deep. Down to the 250. Burrow Hill Lad still the leader from Fluid Motion. Benchmark. Out wide, Chadston's running on today. Chadston out after Burrow Hill Lad inside the 200 from Fluid Motion. Then Benchmark. Chadston moves up on the outside of Burrow Hill Lad. He poked his nose in front, Chadston. He drew about a neck clear from Burrow Hill Lad close to home, and Chadston will get the money. Chadston about a neck on the post to Burrow Hill Lad. Third, Fluid Motion. Then Benchmark, followed by Puppers Party, Panorama Flyer. Next home was King Court with Flying the Flag, and last home Siniso Dancer. He's out of form at the moment.
Pretty good line out, really. Ab Initio starting to spear through now. He's looking for the early lead from Dibbles Dane and Don Tristram on the fence. 2 lengths away on the inside is the top weight Deep Snip from Bold Chief and Saltash Castle. Ab Initio on the outside of Don Tristram at the 1,000 metres mark, led by a neck, and 3 lengths away to Dibbles Dane. 3 lengths in the field, Deep Snip. Then Saltash Castle and Bold Chief last of all. Ab Initio being tested by Don Tristram at the 800 metres mark, and they're carving out good speed. They're 3 in front of Dibbles Dane. 2 lengths Saltash Castle moving around Deep Snip, and Bold Chief still last of all before the bend. 600 out. Ab Initio given a little bit more leather by Cassidy. Skipped away from Don Tristram. Led him 3 lengths. Dibbles Dane runs to third. 3 away Saltash Castle. The leader's got them all off the bit from Bold Chief, and then came Deep Snip, but Ab Initio the grey is a minute in front on the bend. Ab Initio straightened up for home, and Cassidy gave him his head. He's 4 or 5 in front. Dibbles Dane ran to second from Don Tristram. Bold Chief running on. Cassidy had a sustained look over his left shoulder, then his right. He's home on Ab Initio. He's a mile in front. Bold Chief on the outside ran to second from Don Tristram, fighting on pretty well, but Ab Initio's too good, and he's racing away to win easily. Ab Initio 3 lengths on the line to Bold Chief and Don Tristram. They finished in a clump then, that next group, headed up by Saltash Castle with Deep Snip and the stablemate Dibbles Dane. Ab Initio, the winner of the race, no weight on his back today with 52. And he's really relished that. He was tested by Don Tristram in the early stages of the race, but never at any stage was he going to get beat Ab Initio. 190 and 140. Super Tab 190, 140 as well. Bold Chief at 210, continuing to race well this campaign. And Don Tristram, no third dividend, 7, 5, correction, 7, 4 and 5. And the first race today, Cassidy was beaten aboard the Hawks horse Cashmere, and Rod Quinn rode the winner Ken's Court in this race. Ab Initio, ridden by Larry for Patrick Webster, and Bold Chief this time Johnny Hawks trained, and Rodney Quinn was aboard, so they've reversed the difference in the first race, and Larry Cassidy has piloted Ab Initio to a very comfortable win, and I would imagine that's the first time he's been aboard Ab Initio. He's a horse that...
A Spot of Magic comes in. They're nearly ready to go. King Midas is the last to move in. This fellow's been very heavily backed. And here's another ring through from the bookmakers. Got out just a half point now. But at 5.10 and 2.10, that's what he's showing. Spot of Magic is $5.20 and $2. All set. Ready to break. Race 7 of the day at Moonee Valley is on its way. Bento began quickly down on the inside. Lucky Day flew out of the gates. Out fast too is Kalui Star. Going up as Mazaire on the outside, and they're followed then by, just behind them, Golden Mill and Young Laurie ahead of it. Spot of Magic between runners, followed by Travelot. King Midas back to second last, and Bangarang Brave at the first turn, and Bento about a neck in front of Kalui Star. Mazaire the outside. About 2 lengths back Lucky Day, being followed by Young Laurie. 2 lengths behind those horses, Golden Mill, and then Spot of Magic. King Midas the outside of her. Travelot back on the rails, and 3 to Bangarang Brave. Down the side, 600 to go. Mazaire 3 out, and Kalui Star the 2 leaders. Ahead away the inside of them is Bento with the rail. 1 to Young Laurie, followed by Lucky Day. 1 Golden Mill, Spot of Magic. Travelot sneaking through near the inside, followed by King Midas. He's back second last and under pressure coming around the turn with Bangarang Brave last, and Mazaire led Kalui Star. Lucky Day running on fairly, and Travelot's getting home well along the inside into the straight. Mazaire over Kalui Star. Travelot on the fence, and then Lucky Day followed by Golden Mill. Mazaire the leader. Travelot trying to peg it back, and Lucky Day the outside. Travelot got up on the inside. Lucky Day charges at him. Lucky Day got up and beat Travelot right on the line, I'd say. Between them, Mazaire third. Then Bangarang Brave made up good ground from Kalui Star. Golden Mill, a long break to King Midas, never came into it. They're followed by Young Laurie. Spot of Magic also never got into the finish, and Bento dropped out to last. Judges call for a photo. It's a photo. 2's got it, Lucky Day, written by Damien Oliver. Number 2, Lucky Day first. Number 9, second, Travelot. And 5, third, Mazaire. Numbers are 2, 9, 5. Well, Damien Oliver at his very best. Lucky Day storming home, the South Australian, who really 1,000 metres over in Adelaide's always been his best distance. But he's been able to be just held up for that little bit at the finish, and he's charged over the top of them to win. One of the better sprinters in South Australia, and he's been a very impressive winner of this race. Got out alarmingly on course from 9 to 2 out to about 7 to 1. Short head, half neck. The margin's 2.95 official, and the time 1:11.7. 1:11.7. Good win to Lucky Day.
The lead, there goes Daddy Rich outside him pretty sharply. Settling down third, King Cato around Amber Sally Gold. Scarlet Ruler just got tightened for room there, as did Rullarebo as they leave the straight. Osborne Wells found himself out deep and had to check off heels there as Scarlet Ruler got hampered once again. Lord Ruler centre field, followed by Swiftly Slipper, Penny Performance. Second last early, Kiwi Chevelle, and Fleet Feet is at the tail. So up towards the back, King Cato takes over now. King Cato led by 2 on Viva Sampras. Third is Daddy Rich inside of Scarlet Ruler, 1.5 further back to Lord Ruler. Outside him is Osborne Well, followed further back by Rullarebo, Amber Sally Gold, Penny Performance the middle. Then Swiftly Slipper, Kiwi Chevelle second last, and last is Fleet Feet. 13.50 out. And the leader is King Cato. King Cato led by 2.5 lengths on Viva Sampras, Lord Ruler the outside. 1 further back to Scarlet Ruler, then Daddy Rich. Taking closer order is Osborne Well. 2 away to Rullarebo, Penny Performance, Swiftly Slipper. And then Kiwi Chevelle, who's starting to make a move from well back in the field. Amber Sally Gold's not travelling at the moment. And Fleet Feet is back at the tail. Inside the 1,000, King Cato leads. Just over a length the margin from Lord Ruler with Viva Sampras. Fourth the inside is Daddy Rich. Then Swiftly Slipper. With him is Osborne Well. Scarlet Ruler next from Rullarebo. Then Penny Performance losing ground sharply, passed by Fleet Feet. Kiwi Chevelle's back second last at the moment, about 8 off the lead. Daddy Rich dropped out sharply, and last of all is Amber Sally Gold. King Cato led at the 500. King Cato led by just on a length. Viva Sampras, Osborne Well to third. Fleet Feet continues to make ground with Penny Performance. Rullarebo trying to get out deep, followed further back by Swiftly Slipper. It's King Cato nicely clear at the 300. King Cato about 2 clear from Osborne Well, giving chase. Fleet Feet over near the inside. Viva Sampras is still right with them against the inside fence at the 200. King Cato just in front. Osborne Well coming at him on the inside. Clear of Viva Sampras and Fleet Feet. It's still in front. King Cato from Osborne Well with 50 to go. He's pulling out enough, the great King Cato. He'll get the money. King Cato a half length on Osborne Well. 2 away third, Fleet Feet. Then Rullarebo, Kiwi Chevelle, Penny Performance, and Viva Sampras back on the fence. Next in was Swiftly Slipper with Daddy Rich, Scarlet Ruler, Lord Ruler, and last in Amber Sally Gold.
Nice ride by
Inside a shade slow to go. Orleans out wide, began very quickly. Hone In came out running. He'll settle down second. Sea Jester in the gold and black third from Eventful and Sound Deep. A length further back out, Jenna. Fortune Cove getting back with Star Chimes and 5 lengths to Mighty Chief. On settling down, and Orleans went to the front, led a length and a half now. He leads the way clearly from Hone In. A couple of lengths away to Sea Jester. Eventful the outside, 2 lengths to Sound. Then came Fortune Cove moving around our Jenna from well back in the field, Star Chimes. And 4 lengths to Mighty Chief. 700 metres to go, and Orleans at a good bat. Led by just over a length on Hone In, who's right on his heels. 2 lengths away, Sea Jester. Eventful moving forward the outside, and they're broken clear. 4 lengths in front of Sound, Star Chimes, Fortune Cove, our Jenna and Mighty Chief. Orleans the front runner on the bend. Hone In about to be given more leather the outside. 2 lengths away, Eventful outside, Sea Jester, and then Sound around the corner. It's Orleans in front. Hone In's now ranging up on the outside, and he shortly afterwards went to the front. Sea Jester the inside, and further out on the track running on Eventful. It's Sea Jester coming after the leaders, which are Orleans and Hone In. Hone In front, Orleans kicking, Sea Jester the inside. Orleans, Hone In and Sea Jester, with Sea Jester finishing best. Sea Jester drove up on the fence, took the lead, and he's too good. Sea Jester wins from Hone In and Orleans. Then came Eventful, Sound, a good gap in the field to Fortune Cove, Star Chimes, our Jenna and Mighty Chief. He chased them in all of the way. Sea Jester the winner in a slugging go at 9.20 and 2.10 for Paul Falvey and Paul Perry. Hone In second, $1.40 for Daniel Beasley and Graham Begg, and Orleans third at $1.60 for Mitch Newham and Brian Guy. He fought on well, Orleans. He was clearly headed on the bend by Hone In, but he's fought back well. Hone In will get second, and of course Sea Jester had that lovely run on the fence. He tracked them most of the way, and
The track, here's Greg.
Right, Rod, Her Independence has been very well backed on track. It's going to run equal favourite with Miss Conviction, just ahead of Atty. There's been a good move here. Damien Oliver having his first ride on Her Independence. Now, Her Independence comes up into line. Bridget's Image joins them. On the tote, Atty, the favourite, still at $5 and $2.30, but number 7, Her Independence, at $5.20 and $2, very heavily back. Damien Oliver's first ride on her. Number 8, Miss Conviction, $5.80 and $1.80. Now they're all locked away, set to go. Her Independence with the middle gate. Now Atty Red there settled. Now they're off, and Atty began well. Her Independence fractionally slow with Space Regent. Amati Zaklar, one of the first to bounce out. Miss Conviction jumped well, and so did Like Relady. But Amati Zaklar shot over to the rails and led Bridget's Image at the post the first time. A bit of tightening behind them, and the jockey screaming for a bit of room, and they spread and turn out of the straight with Amati Zaklar leading Bridget's Image. Like Relady up to third. Miss Conviction fourth on the rails, a length and a half to Space Regent. They're followed by Quit Leader tucked away over on the inside. Her Independence is caught wide at the moment. Might have to kick up, and they're followed then by Common Style behind them, Hulazan, and last of all is Atty, 1400 to go. And Amati Zaklar is the leader, steadying the tempo, leading Bridget's Image a half a length. Miss Conviction over on the rails in third, and Like Relady is fourth on the outside. 2 lengths to Space Regent, Quit Leader on the fence. A length further back is Her Independence, still a little bit wide. Common Style over on the inside of her. She's got in one off the rail now, Her Independence. 2 lengths further back in the field is Hulazan with Atty last of all. Down the back they run, heading to the 1,000, and Amati Zaklar neck in front of Bridget's Image up there second. 2.5 lengths to Like Relady, third on the outside of Miss Conviction, who's been having a beautiful run. 2 lengths to Space Regent, fifth on the outside of Quit Leader. Her Independence is following the grey Space Regent at the moment. Over on the rails, Common Style being followed then by Hulazan, and Atty is last of all off the back at the 800. And Amati Zaklar joined by Bridget's Image. 2 lengths Like Relady, Miss Conviction on the rails. Space Regent next, and there's Oliver off on Her Independence at the 600 metres. Quit Leader next on the inside, trailed by Common Style, Hulazan, and Atty is still last when they came to the 400 metres now. And it's Bridget's Image taking a lead, but Like Relady's moved up quickly. Amati Zaklar still there on the inside. Space Regent running on. Miss Conviction needs to get a run, and Atty's got up behind the leading horses. She's bolting but can't get a run at them. And then Her Independence, Like Relady, took the lead. Space Regent coming after her. Atty can get a run, one off the fence now, and Her Independence wider out. Lycra Lady, the leader from Space Region, her independence. Addie's coming through. Lycra Lady, her independence. Addie's got through. Addie's got up on the inside and Addie's got up to win. Addie has won it from Lycra Lady and her independence. Just behind these to finish in the race was Miss Conviction, followed by Hulazan, Common Style, Space Regent. Then Amadi Zaklar, a long break in the field to Quit Leader, who was last to finish over the line. And back there with her was Bridget's Image, second to last. It was just a matter of waiting for the run. She was absolutely bolting coming to the turn, Addie. And when the run got through, she just sprinted magnificently to win. Second, number 6, Lycra Lady. And third goes to number 7. Her independence numbers in the last are 5, 6 and 7. 5, 6 and 7. And Brett Preble will be delighted to win that race because he's been hammering on the door all weekend. He had 4 seconds at Caulfield yesterday and a third earlier on today on Brew.
Quickly with Gates Fly, going through his Moles Gap and not far away King Comedian from Pharmacia. Next in the field as they settle down would be Spanish Rule, who's up on the outside of Prince of Arizona. Then Gunner Mac, followed further back in the race by Miss Mantle Ravindi. Third last early is Island Dice from Bro Rower, and last is Relax with Max. 11.50 out, Mighty Error half length on King Comedian. 2 lengths away third is Gates Fly, then Moles Gap, Prince of Arizona closer to the inside from Ravindi, Spanish Rule. Out deeper on the course there and being sent forward is Miss Mantle, followed further back in the race by Pharmacia, then Island Dice. Gunner Mac is losing ground rapidly, followed by Bro Roller, and back there at the tail is Relax with Max. Down the side, King Comedian puts his head in front of Mighty Air. A length back third is Gates Fly outside of Moles Gap, then Prince of Arizona, Pharmacia next with Spanish Rule. Taking off is Miss Mantle now from a fair way back. A break to Bro Rower with them, Relax with Max from Island Dice, Ravindi, and dropping out is Gunner Mac up to the turn. 500 to run, and sweeping out deep is Gates Fly, who moves up to King Comedian, Moles Gap. A couple further back to Miss Mantle, but Gates Fly hit the front out very deep at the top of the straight. Getting through now Prince of Arizona with Moles Gap and King Comedian down to the 200 metre mark. Moles Gap out after Gates Fly, who's starting to wield on his run. Moles Gap took the lead. Bro Rower coming from a long way back. Moles Gap though a length and a half in front. From in second spot, Gates Fly with Relax with Max running on strongly at the end, but Moles Gap after regaining the lead is forging away, and Moles Gap wins the last by 2 lengths to Relax with Max. Third Gates Fly, then Miss Mantle, Bro Rower, Prince of Arizona just died on his run, then Pharmacia, King Comedian. Next in was Spanish Rule. With those runners was Island Dice. Next in Bro Rower, who's pulled up with those runners, followed in by
and Mansoura and Meadow Lake are the top 2 fancies. Big Wyong meeting on Wednesday, the Cup meeting on Thursday. We wish the club the very best and let's hope the weather stays nice and fine. Looking forward to that 2-day carnival there with the Wyong Jockey Club on Wednesday and Thursday. And of course next Saturday we have the Chelmsford Stakes and the introduction of the pay television service. Now we're just waiting on Prince de Beau, I think it is, or Switch and Go, one of the two that's out of line. Other runners stand up well for the running of the Citrus Handicap. They're all just about set. $3.90 Mansoura, very short the tote. Drawn gate 2 has the gold colours with a red cap. About ready to jump. Starter holding them, lights flashing. Prince de Beau moving around, but he's won the kick. Prince de Beau out wide. Switch and Go away quickly, and Trust Cliff with the blue cap spearing through along the inside, going up into a prominent berth. Not too far away on settling down, Rising Tommy. Mansoura beaten for early speed. He's starting to dart through now from Bizarre Fruit. Meadow Lake wide around Targeth. Then came Vain Streak. 2 lengths to Charity Spring. Beaten for early speed, Triple Maze. Win in game, Grey Cedar and Express Fire at the tail of the field. 600 metres to go, and kicking up on the inside, Mansoura with Trust Cliff the centre. Prince de Beau 3 wide. Switch and Go next. Then came Meadow Lake very wide. They were followed by Rising Tommy a length further back in the field to starting to pick up a bit of ground, but shunted deep Charity Spring as they near the corner. 400 to go on straightening, and Trust Cliff out in the centre of the track went to the lead from Mansoura on the inside. Down the extreme outside is Rising or Meadow Lake coming home with a strong run, and getting through in the centre then is Prince de Beau. It's Meadow Lake on the outside of Trust Cliff and Mansoura, but on the outside Meadow Lake hit the lead.
Is in with Rustic Warrior. Bush Lawyer is now locked away. Matt Syker comes up.